Hello and welcome to another live stream. And this will be a live stream about manifestation again. So you can ask me literally any question related to manifestation, and I would be more than eager to answer. Hi Magda, hi Shezi. So I'll be more than glad to answer. Hi Kinjal. So I'll be more than glad to answer. So you can ask me anything about manifestation, and I would be more than glad to answer about any question you have regarding manifestation. Please let me know how it really works. Shezi underscore 777 is asking that. Please let me know how it really works. Great question. So, how does manifestation manifest? Nobody knows. Because it is the God in us that manifests the manifestation in physical reality when you completely are sure and you know that you have your manifestation. So when you are completely sure that you have your manifestation, when you're absolutely 1000% sure that you have it, then you manifest that into your reality. It's your thoughts, feelings and belief that come into alignment, and then you have your manifestation. So if you are in a state of consciousness where you want to attract money, but you go on ranting that I am poor, I'm poor, I'm poor, I'm poor, I'm poor, at that point of time you will not be able to attract money, because you are reaffirming that you are poor, you are poor, you are poor. So you are going to attract more poverty. So in order to attract wealth, you have to be in a state of I have money, I have the wealth, I am doing great, I have all that it takes, I have the support, I have the wealth, I have the money. So if you are manifesting a relationship, on the contrary, you are like, I am in so much of pain, life is so miserable to me, relationships are so difficult, you are going to attract more of that proof. Whatever you are, your physical reality is a holographic representation of what you are within. Whatever you are, your physical reality is always a holographic imprint of that. Wherever you are, the feeling you feel, the feeling you embody, that very feeling projects out to be your external reality when you least expect it, and you are naturalized to that state of consciousness that it's done. When it's very natural for you to know, believe and feel one thing in alignment, you're knowing that you know that you are rich, you feel that you are rich, and you believe you are rich. This is the state of consciousness that attracts abundance. If you want to attract a relationship and you are like, but he's not talking to me, but he's not replying to me, but he's not present in my life, you are going to attract more of that. What you are affirming what you are being, you are attracting more of that. If you are in the consciousness and if you repeat that, but this is not the reality, but this is not how it is, if you even state that, but this is the reality, you are limiting that everything is possible in God. The moment we think that this is the reality, this is a closed box and this is how it should be, that is the moment we limit the possibility of impossible. There is no right, there is no wrong. There are just choices. You can make the choice at this point to feel something, and that feeling will attract more of that feeling and experiences that are in alignment to that feeling. So it's a myth that you have to affirm a lot, you have to really do a lot of exercises, manifestation is tough. It's a myth. It's just about being the vibration, and the matter of being the vibration is sometimes a lot of questions, sometimes a lot of woundings of suffering you are coming from, a lot of philosophizing from where you're coming, but that ultimately is shaping your persona, that ultimately is giving you your philosophy, that ultimately is redefining for you who you truly are. So everything is happening for a reason. Everything in life is perfectly designed for the highest good. So we definitely have more questions. So nowadays Magna is asking, I am staying happy and I get a lot of signs, and I get to see TS NEM and I get 334455 often. So what does that exactly mean? So this is a sign that you are coming into alignment. So if you are manifesting somebody, some of the signs that you are manifesting that person perfectly, you are on the right path, are these signs. So if you are seeing synchronistic numbers, that means your inner reality and your outer reality are coming into a state of synchronization. You are on the right path. If you are seeing that person's name, that also reflects that your inner and outer reality are coming into synchronization and you're manifesting the right person. And if you're happy, you're already in that feeling where you have your manifestation. And embodying that feeling and having that feeling is itself a confirmation that you are on the right path and you are manifesting it perfectly. You need to just keep going and be more in the state of having it, like you already have your manifestation. You already are in the relationship. Your specific person is already pursuing you. Your specific person is apologizing to you for their terrible behavior. Your specific person is so done with how they behaved in the past. Your specific person has now started to behave better with you. Your specific person is always behaving in their best behavior with you. Your specific person is so sweet to you. Your specific person is so adorable. Your specific person is so much into you. Your specific person is obsessed with you. Your specific person loves you a lot. All your specific person can think of is you night and day. Your specific person loves you to the core of their existence. So these are the state of consciousness you need to be. The part of you which is like, but I can't be there, but I have so much of wound. The part of you that is like, but it's so difficult, but this, but that. That is your monkey mind, and that chattering is because your brain has association. So your past relationships did not work out, you were going through a typical pattern in life, you've gone through a lot of relentless suffering in life, and all those patterns that you've been through in life have caused certain patterns in you. So where to a lot of things you have associated certain feeling. So maybe to trust you have associated fear. if you're coming from narcissistic abused past relationships, or if you're coming from complex post-traumatic stress disorder history, I know how it feels to go through that. I know how it feels to be a trauma victim, but you can survive that. You can come out with flying colors and have a positive mindset like mine and really shift and transcend that suffering through quantum leaps. And I have done that, and that is from where I share it with you all, because it wasn't easy, but it was the most best decision I've ever taken in my life. Otherwise, I would also be stuck in that rut of pain, of suffering, of relentless woundings. So the woundings come because of certain experiences. So whenever you think of trust, whenever you think of commitment, whenever you think of certain things, if there is a negative feeling attached to that, automatically every time you think of commitment, every time you think of relationship, you will be getting into that cave. You will be getting into that state of consciousness where you are like always questioning that you are good enough or not. You are always wondering if you deserve the commitment or not, and that is what keeps you in a state of cycle of wounding, that keeps you in a cycle of suffering. And when you are in that cycle of suffering, your inner child wounds are there and other issues are there. Yesterday, like we talked about the puberty issues and bullying in school and at home or in general or in relationship. So whatever the reason is beneath your suffering, you are going through that suffering, and that suffering has caged you in a prison inside, and there is that desire to be freed, and you can choose to be free now. But then if you have that path of healing to go through, but you will tell me that but I have this wound, but you don't know how real my wound feels, but you don't know what my situation is, but my situation is different. And I hear that all the way throughout. I have said that when I was in that situation. We all have said that. And the reason we go through that, because there is a phase when we really need to talk out our wounds. You really need to speak out what you are going through, and once you have spoken out, once you have really cleared your wounds, once you have come to a state of consciousness where you can really claim that I am cured, I am healed, I am ready, I am up for a miracle, I have gone through all the crisis, now I am happy, now I am free, I am free from that suffering, I am free from that woundings, now I am free, I am liberated, I am completely free, I have chosen freedom, I take the choice to be free, I take the choice to be free from people's right, wrong, good, bad, how I should behave. I make the choice to be my real self, my authentic self, without feeling judged, without feeling hurt. And more you get into this zone of taking choices, and this is why having a coach and going through the process with a coach properly step by step is a blessing. Like if you are called to work with me, you can definitely do that. I have programs designed for various different situations, whether you're in a twin flame journey or you want to just rewire your subconscious mind, or you're coming from inner child healing, or whether you want one-on-one services, or you want self-help courses, or you want instant reading. I have it all. So it's great to work with a coach, it's great to work with somebody who's been there, done that, because you basically get the informations that they got after going through a lot of suffering, and you just know it, you just inculcate it, and you free yourself from that trauma, that suffering, and finally get into a new zone, finally get into that state of transformation, finally get into the state of breakthrough, finally get into the state of being who you really are, who you were meant to be. And to do that, to reach that, you have to get past that zone of suffering. Till you are in your suffering, till you are like, but I went through this, but life is so real, but this is my reality, but this is my immediate reality, but this is what I see, it is my imagination. It is your imagination, belief, knowing and awareness that will be imprinting in a new awareness over what is there. It's about rewriting your subconscious. over what the programming is there by discarding the program whatsoever at the rootmost core and just releasing it from the root core so that it doesn't come back, and really shifting that core root energy. And once you have really shifted that core root energy, you start to attract your manifestation. Like I repeat again, you have your manifestation already. It is already done. You're already married. You're already a billionaire. So we have more questions. So let's read. So the journey in the beginning for manifestation is pretty fun and new, but on few days once results are seen and seems to get a bit slow on following all the technique and how to deal with cake. Yeah, definitely. Like we initially are Kindle saying that initially the journey is very smooth, but eventually as you go deeper in the journey, persistence comes to play. There is self-concept. There is part of really understanding your core beliefs and core blocks, and your core blocks play a massive role and one of the most important role. I'm not saying because I am like specialist in that. Yeah, I am a core belief removal advanced practitioner, a specialist. I'm a quantum integration therapist specialized in Vak intelligence expansion. So my specialization is to transcend your core belief and to immediately shift you to that state of consciousness where it's done. So not because of that I'm telling, but core belief itself, your subconscious itself, is the root core of the issue of why you're suffering. The reason I chose this specialization, in fact, was because this is the most important aspect of manifestation that needs to be out there more. This information needs to be out there more, that it's all about your subconscious rewiring. Unless and until you really go through your subconscious rewiring, unless and until at the core aspect of your being you just know that you can have it all, unless and until you have transcended the right, wrong, good, bad, unless and until you have just gone past the energy of this is possible, that is not possible, and have realized that it's all possible, you will be in that cycle of this will happen, right? When will it happen? Is it coming, right? When is it coming? Where is it coming? It will go on till you are absolutely sure that the Father is in you and you are in your Father, and your Father is greater than you, and your Father is the one who has been creating and doing all the manifestation in you, and God is the energy in you who has been creating the magic. So Udita is asking, why do we feel a pain out of nowhere suddenly? We feel a pain out of nowhere suddenly because we have that pain stored in us, and our body is showing awareness. Our heart chakra is being very kind through feelings to reveal to us that the upset is there. So a very quick way to deal with upset is that understand that how do you feel about the feeling you're feeling. What memories, step 2, what memories are your feeling generating? Step 3, the memories your feeling is generating, how did you mostly feel in those situations, and what was the core lesson you were learning in those situations? Step 4, whatever that core lesson is, whatever you were learning in that situation, go to the core wound and love that part of you. Love that part of you till that core wound feels loved, feels appreciated, feels forgiven, and keep assuring that I love you, I forgive you, I'm sorry, I thank you. Keep doing to that core wound, and you will eventually be clearing that wound after doing it time and again. And you have my book, Udita, so definitely read my book. For all of you who have chronological remembrance, it's like the guide to inner child healing and integration. You don't need to worry, you have the best kit on earth. And those of you who have self-love, most of you watching the video right now have. Those of you who have How to Love Yourself course, again another phenomenal product you already have for this. So I have programs for every junction of life, every phase of life, and every aspect of life, because this part of manifestation, transformation, this is like very close to my heart. So I have like programs in Hindi, English, both, because I've just given my life to this. So all my programs and everything is assembled and integrated from this part of just aiming to transmute your life for the better, to take you to that state where you just can be like, I have my manifestation, I am my manifestation, I'm rejoicing as my manifestation. Like I'm like, I've got this, I've got my manifestation already. I'm like dancing with my manifestation. I'm liberated in my manifestation. Hold on to that feeling. So, visions, if you're getting, there is a book called Awaken Imagination by Neville Goddard. When you are awakening and your imagination is starting to flow and you're getting visuals, I highly recommend to read the book Awaken Imagination by Neville Goddard. So Elizabeth Tommy has a question. Fluctuation in emotion at the beginning of manifestation is normal? Absolutely normal. Obviously normal. One time you feel good, sometimes, obviously, that's what I'm trying to say, that once you feel good, the very next moment you're like, this is really happening, right? So as a core belief practitioner, I love to do this. I took this as my profession because this is so much fun. You all will understand why I am so obsessed with core belief and why I'm so passionate about it, to like understand it right at this point. So you are getting into the zone of, it's gonna happen, right? These things really work, right? These are all core belief or limited thought process. This really works, right? All these things really happen, right? All these things are really real, right? And this state will continue till you really realize that you are that you are. I am that I am. The I am awareness of who you are being. I am sad. You will find 100 reasons around you to be sad immediately. I'm so happy, I'm so happy, I'm so happy. Transcending and imprinting against the feeling of sorrow will attract you to be in a zone where you're happy, you're happy, you're happy, you're happy, you're happy, and you get into the momentum where you attract situations where you just get more happier and happier and happier and happier and happier and happier, and life just gets more amazing and amazing and amazing and amazing and amazing. So it's about holding on to the momentum, and every time your monkey brain starts to chatter, it's about telling that brain that, hey dude, you also want this manifestation, I also want this manifestation. You are sad because you're not getting it. I'm also sad because I'm not getting it, but I'm not being able to get it because you are being sad. So you need to be happy, because whatever you are, that's what the manifestation I attract. So you need to change and be happy. So that's another way to be friend with yourself. So if you would like to work with me, if you would like to hire me as your manifestation coach, and if you would like to bring in fast forward shifts in your life, if you would really want to transmute your life, or if you want me to give my magical quantum Reiki to you for 33 days, go ahead and contact me. In the description box, I'm so used to YouTube. In the link in bio, you will find the link to contact me, or you can go ahead and DM me. And you can subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. In the bio, you will find a link to Linktree. There you will find my YouTube channels. Like, I have 2 YouTube channels, so please do subscribe to both. It's free. And do share my Instagram link with a lot of your friends, so more people can follow and more people can be aware of this amazing information, and I can reach out to more people and share my deep-seated knowledge. Thank you all. Love and light to you all. Namaste. Have a great day.